Have you ever had a job that you hated? Have you ever had a boss that just didn't get along with? Did you ever have a situation where you were hired somewhere, but from the very first day, first week, first month, you knew that it wouldn't be long before you switched your place of employment? You're probably not alone. Have you ever heard of a term called transferable skills? Well, transferable skills are basically things that you can learn from one job that would apply in another job. Let me give you an example. I work with young folks here in the Los Angeles area that are transitioning between high school and college, and in some cases college into the adult world of professionalism. And oftentimes they come to me and we put together career plans. We put together 4 or 5 steps on how to get access to a job or a particular career field. There are some individuals that want to become police officers, law enforcement officers, for instance. One of the first steps that they can take that is a practical, fairly low barrier to entry opportunity and a way to gain transferable skills is to become a security guard at a mall, at a store, etc. Believe it or not, there's certain skills that you may gain by way of being a security guard that can apply to becoming a police officer. In fact, let me add a little bit to the story. In order to be a police officer in many cities, you only need a high school diploma. However, the difference between one applicant versus the other would usually lie on who has more experience than the next. So coming out of high school, what type of experience do you think you can have that would help you become a police officer? Well, if one person applied, let's just say, for instance, they worked at McDonald's for 3 years, and the other person applied, same age, same high school diploma, same city, same demographics, same department. They worked as a security guard in a mall. Who do you think has more of an opportunity to potentially get that position as a police officer? Many of you may joke around and say, oh, the McDonald's guy, they have to deal with customer service. Well, in reality, probably the security guard, because there are certain elements of that particular job as a security guard that are transferable. So those transferable skills would actually work in favor of somebody who is at least in the same field, industry, or sector. Those 3 words, field, industry, sector, those are words that you will hear used time and time again as we focus on empowering tomorrow's professionals, because there are jobs, careers that intertwine, that are within the same field, sector, or industry. They're essentially pathways that have already been carved by individuals before you, and my hope is to highlight some of those pathways, to remove some of those obstacles to help you get into that particular career field. You may consider that to be a dream career. And the reason I differentiate between a job and a career is that a job in most cases is where someone exchanges their time for money, while a career, on the other hand, is something that you would do even if you didn't get paid for it, but you just so happen to get paid for it because it's an actual job within an industry, a sector, or a field that you feel driven to be a part of, to participate in. You're not just going to exchange your time for money because you have bills to pay. You're actually driven to go to work every day. This is your career field. So my hope is that we can empower tomorrow's professionals. Get Equipped TV, welcome. This is the first of many, many conversations. My hope is that the nugget you'll leave with today is the term transferable skills, where you can take skill sets, tasks, experiences from one job, and you can apply that into a career field and have a better opportunity than other people who are applicants and candidates, and essentially your competitors trying to get into the same field as you. So if you want to get into a particular industry right now, if you want to become a mechanic at some point in the future, go down to the Jiffy Lube, go down to Valvoline, some of these commercial places, and even though you may want to become a mechanic and you have no clue how to get there, I can almost guarantee you the pathways towards getting in that particular industry and sector can easily be attained if you jumped into an entry-level position like that of a technician at an oil change facility. Conversations, relationships, pathways, discussions, the light bulb will start to go off, and you speak to people who are in the same industry and sector, and they'll let you know what, here's what you need to do if you want to become an ASC certified mechanic. So before you know it, you'll be from here to there in no time. Nonetheless, do me a favor before you get out of here. In the chat, list your first job, how old were you, and was there a transferable skill that you learned from that particular job that you took into the next job with the hopes of getting into a career field, sector, or industry. That's it for now. I'm Kaz with Get Equipped TV, empowering tomorrow's professionals. We'll see you next time.